Hello, how are you? In this video we will see in classical physics, does everything happen for a reason? Thank you for clicking on this video. It is brought to you by the Question Answer channel. I thank Viktor T, Toth, Jacob Stubb-Ostergaard, Mark John Fernie and Cale Hyder for sharing their views on this matter with us.
Perhaps, perhaps not. The idea is that in classical physics, if you know the positions and speeds of everything at a given moment in time, you can, in principle, deduce their positions and speeds at any time in the future or in the past. A universe in which this is true is a causal universe. But even in classical physics, which includes relativity theory, it is possible to construct mathematical models of universes in which this is not the case. A universe containing a closed timelike curve, i.e., a time machine, is not causal. A universe containing a white hole, the time-reversed version of a black hole, is not causal. So classical physics is not inherently causal. When we model our universe using the language of mathematics, it is an assumption, supported by observational evidence, that the physical universe is causal, so we pick those mathematical solutions that match this assumption. Quantum physics is often viewed as breaking causality because it predicts probabilities, not certainties. But sometimes we forget that this is merely an interpretation of the equations of quantum physics. This interpretation is based on the fact that so-called classical observables do not provide a complete description of a quantum system. This is just a fancy way of restating the Heisenberg uncertainty principle. Subsequent observation is then said to collapse the system from a range of possibilities to the specific, measured reality. But other interpretations are possible, including interpretations that do away with this collapse business altogether. The actual equations of quantum mechanics, namely Schrödinger's equation and its cousins, are just as deterministic as the equations of classical physics. So perhaps in quantum physics, too, everything happens for a reason, assuming we live in the right kind of universe, i.e., a universe free of things like white holes or closed time-like curves. If you find my posts useful, please consider supporting my efforts.
We can continue with Jacob Stubb-Ostergaard's answer.
Let me just look that up in the Atheist Bible. Pulls old, dusty volume out of bookshelf. Now let's see. Book 1, Chapter 1, Page 1. You aren't allowed to believe in any gods. If you do, you're not an atheist. And that's it. Sorry, it's a very short book. I've just read you the entire thing. No mention of reasons or of why things happen.
The next answer is from Mark John Fernie.
I'm going to look for quantum effects under your very noses. Do you think that quantum computers are a thing of the future? Nature had developed a quantum computer over 1 billion years ago. You may even have one in your own house. First, let's start with an obvious quantum phenomenon. The sun, not so much under your nose, but above your head. The nuclear fusion in the sun occurs due to quantum tunneling of two nuclei to overcome the Coulomb barrier. But, let's get even closer to home. Many chemical reactions involve similar tunneling mechanisms. They serve to transition between bound and unbound states. Tunneling can occur when there is an energy degeneracy between bound and unbound states. So you don't need to look at the sun. Just looking at a fire will suffice to see evidence of tunneling. Migrating birds. The avian compass is a mechanism by which birds navigate over long distances. It was discovered that the compass is linked with eyesight. Birds can somehow see the Earth's magnetic field. Experiments have discovered that the mechanism is related to an unpaired electron spin, which is a quantum mechanical magnet, causing a spin-dependent chemical change in the photoreceptors of the eye. Photosynthesis. The conversion of light into chemical energy requires the capture of a photon, which produces an excited state in the light-harvesting molecule. That excited state has to rapidly separate the electron from the absorption site and move it to a different location to enable chemical activity. This charge separation needs to be very fast. It was discovered that the charge separation phase uses quantum superposition to search the most efficient path. This is effectively a quantum computation occurring in every cell of every leaf of every plant on this planet. Lapis lazuli. Why is lapis lazuli blue? It is due to the presence of the trisulfur radical anion. That's its spectroscopic property. Actually, I led with lapis lazuli in order to provide a concrete example. However, it is the spectroscopic properties of all materials that is responsible for their color, excluding structural colors. Spectroscopy of materials is only explicable using quantum mechanics. There is no classical analog. Before quantum mechanics, the only explanation for why ultramarine was such a good pigment was that it contained lapis lazuli, which was an intense blue. Colors had no explanation. They were just an observation. Quantum mechanics now allows us to explain the world of colors. I still find it quite amazing. Overall, the point that I'm trying to make is that quantum mechanics is not some esoteric theory that is only applicable to a few strange phenomena. Quantum mechanics provides the next deeper, currently our deepest, level of understanding reality. If you dig down deep enough with any phenomenon, you get to the quantum explanation. It's a level of detail that most people just don't bother with. Quantum mechanics explains magnets, solidity of objects, why all matter doesn't just collapse into a black hole, and even the sense of smell. If you want big quantum phenomena, check out an MRI machine. The superconducting magnet is in a macroscopic quantum state. You want bigger, look out into space. Dying stars that resist collapsing into a black hole do so because of Fermi pressure, quantum mechanics' last show of resistance against gravity.
We can continue with Cale Heider's answer.
For several months, I had to believe everything happens for a reason. I'm about to go deep, so hang on tightly. I want you to step into the shoes I wore 3.5 years ago. After 2 days of irritating but manageable weakness in your arms, your body suddenly becomes paralyzed in a matter of minutes. Your active lifestyle and dreams of playing college basketball vanishes as quickly as the feeling that is leaving your fingers and toes. You notice that you can't move your limbs at all. You can only blink and shrug your shoulders. You're trapped. You're suffocating. You hope for the best. Maybe there's a simple drug that will heal you. Maybe you just need surgery. Nope. The doctor tells you you're paralyzed and that therapy is the only remedy. So much for a quick fix. All of your dreams are crushed. Your active lifestyle has ended. You can't even shower yourself or brush your own teeth, let alone walk. You can barely keep in touch with people because your fingers don't work to text. People start treating you like a sick dog. They all have that same sympathetic look. Friends, at first say they have your back but quickly start disappearing once they've grasped the severity of the situation. Not only are you physically ruined but you are also mentally damaged. Nostalgia and depression arrive as you long to return to the good old days. You're trapped, however, you're a strong-ass mother CKER. And you have hope. This may not have been the journey you envisioned, but you are willingly to play along. You're willing to struggle day in and day out with mental issues and bust your ass in hours upon hours of therapy. Everything happens for a reason, you say to yourself. Because without hope that there is a reason your life took this turn, what's the point of living? Access this answer and support the author as a Quora Plus subscriber. Access all answers reserved by Cale Heider. For Quora Plus subscribers, access exclusive answers from thousands more participating creators in Quora Plus. Browse ad-free and support creators. Start free trial. Learn more.
The video is over. Thank you for staying until the end. If you found the answer you were looking for, please leave a like and subscribe. It would help us a lot. We are coming to the end of this video. You can continue the debate on this question in the comments with the community. See you soon.